Did you guys ever have a problem trying to hide or camouflage your body because you're ashamed of it and you just need to get in shape? Well, today we're going to talk about the top 15 ways to lose weight fast. My name is Hamin.
And I'm Renee Beck.
Perfect. And you're watching Raw Topic.
There was a pretty crazy news release today about Angelina Jolie. For those of you who have followed her through the years, Angelina Jolie made a guest appearance yesterday for her new show that's coming out, Maleficent and the Mistress of Evil. And she wore a black Versace dress that was to die for with big black pumps. And apparently she had the highest leg slit in a dress ever. Now I'm going to show you all this, and let me know what you think.
You gotta love it.
The highest slit in a dress ever.
And the award for most desperate act for attention by a body part goes to...
Good evening.
What's left of Angelina Jolie's leg?
All I can say is, Brad, I know you're sick right now. I mean, this girl out here showing up to these red carpet events and whatnot, big movie out, and she got the highest slit. I know Brad just like sick. Like, he gotta be. I mean, how are you gonna replace that at this point?
He's sick with it.
He gotta be.
He's sick with it.
So
that was in the news this morning. Apparently everybody's talking about her slit in her dress. I know it's not the funniest news, but we just thought it was pretty interesting because apparently that was the highest slit ever in a dress. Are you guys waiting for the secret guest, the special guest? Can anyone try to guess who that might be? Should we try to have them guess? See if they can guess who the special guest could be?
somebody said Sylvester Stallone. Somebody said Ron H. Who's Ron H?
Ron H.
Who is that? Ron H. Who's Ron H?
I don't know. Ron H.
Help us out.
Sylvester Stallone. Oh, this guess is better than Sylvester Stallone, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys, our guest today for you guys is our very own and local
Black Superman. But before he comes on, I'm going to introduce him. So we were very lucky to get the Black Superman on live today.
Yes.
For our fitness and obesity show. This, to my knowledge, is his first fitness interview ever. And he's going to share some very interesting secrets on how to lose weight, how to get fit.
Right.
And he's going to motivate us and motivate the community. Now, Black Superman, a lot of us have been following online for multiple years.
Oh, somebody know his name. Who was that? Omen? How do you say her name?
Yes, they do.
She knew who it was.
Yep, a lot of people are popping up.
Everybody popping up with Reese.
A lot of people know
y'all got
Black Superman. But let me tell you a little bit about him. A lot of us, including myself, have been following him for years and years and years with his fitness journey. He has inspired the community with his weightlifting. He is a fitness inspiration community, and we are very blessed and lucky that he has agreed to come on today. He is a motivational speaker. He has lifetime roots in Racine County. He is a coach of Little League, basketball, football, soccer. This man is everywhere. He is a power lifter. You can find his power lifting videos on his website. He is a motivational speaker who definitely has plans in the future also to be a YouTuber and to help us all, motivate us all to lose weight. He is going to multiple gyms, multiple community centers, and in the future, we will all be able to visit him on his YouTube channel, hopefully soon, and we will be able to get his motivational thoughts and ways to stay fit and things that we can all do and things that he's done along his journey to stay fit. Now, when he walks in, you're just going to be able to see for yourself his body is pretty on point, there's really nothing else to say about it because we want to know how he got there so we can all get there too.
And you guys, I am very intimidated having to sit next to this guy. I mean, this is the Black Superman we talk about.
I mean, you're fit. You've been working out a lot.
Okay, but my fit and his fit is two different levels.
You are working out, and we're going to get
I'm camouflaging, y'all. I'm camouflaging.
So that's what we're going to talk about today. So Hamin and I have wanted to lose weight. We want to get fit, and we want to motivate everyone else to get fit. And we did a lot of our own research because we want to get fit. We want to get to where he's at. We want to get to where the Black Superman is at. And we want to know some of his personal journey and his secrets so that we can get a body like him. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce his first interview ever about fitness. And this is Black Superman.
It added up to 14, I know that.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Black Superman, for coming on today.
Absolutely.
And we're really blessed and we're really glad to have you here. You're doing great things in the community, and we want to thank you for that. And you're motivating a lot of us to want to be fitter. And I think it's about how we look, yes, but it's also about how we feel. And it's also about how, we want to decrease our risk for heart disease and obesity-related deaths. And so we want to ask you, some questions about how you did it and what motivated you. Was there a turning point in your life where you just decided you wanted to get fit? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you've gotten to this point being so fit?
Well, I was like 240 pounds.
How many years ago was that?
5'11", that was 3 years ago, 3 and a half maybe. So it was just a time. I tell everybody it's a personal journey, losing weight or becoming fit. Until you need to, most people won't do it. Until they feel they need to.
You mean like with health-wise?
Health-wise, like me, I was, 40 years old, 39, 40 years old, and I was, 240 pounds. I'm barely 6 feet, so that's not healthy.
Right. Did you start to notice you were having physical effects of obesity?
Oh yeah.
Fatigue, tiredness.
Absolutely.
How were you feeling when you were that weight?
Well, you get, all kind of things that you didn't realize that was wrong with your body, because you were not eating properly, or because of something you were doing. You think, oh, I'm just going to do this. No, it's like I didn't have any more heart. That went away.
That's what I need to get going.
That was my first, sign, like, okay, my body's changing because of what I'm putting in it. So
did you, were you on heartburn medicine ever?
Well, no, but I like to eat. I like to eat a lot of spicy foods. Back then I was drinking a lot of beer, I was doing, eating pork, eating, a lot of red meats, so, I was just eating what I wanted to eat, what I grew up on, but my body wasn't responding well to it. It was just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I was getting slower. I couldn't run. And I'm used to moving around. I like running, jumping. You'll see in my videos, you see me outside, running and jumping.
Yeah. When we did our research about a lot of different ways to lose weight and keep weight off, we noticed that, it did say stay active and do different things. So on your videos, I often see you changing it up. You do things outside, you do things inside, you weightlift, you do cardio, and you actually share those videos with the community to motivate us to do that as well.
Yeah.
So how often do you change up your routine?
Well, my routine changes as like as I become influenced by other things that I see. Like if I see a new building structure that I can somehow manage to turn into a workout, that's a challenge for me. So, if this area, that I can work out in, I'll get over there and just see me working out right there, jumping on the building, on the side of the building. You know what I mean?
Do you work out as
sounds like you use like outside elements to your advantage.
Absolutely. I use
tires. I think you did some stuff with tires. I've seen a video.
Yeah.
So you use a lot of natural instead of like gym stuff. A lot of times you use a lot of what's available just at a park or outside.
I spend so much time in the gym. I want to get outside and get some of these the same things that I can benefit. That's to my benefit in the gym. I can benefit outside.
And that's what makes, I think, your workouts unique is because you have learned to train your body and to train yourself with anything you can find, basically. Versus walking to the gym and having dumbbells, you can go anywhere and get a workout. And I think that's what's going to make you unique. And when you start your YouTube channel, I think that's going to be your niche or niche is to basically, do what you're doing, those outside workout routines and those unique workouts that you don't see anywhere else.
That are challenging your body all the time.
Yeah, I love it. That's the best. I love working out outside. So this is great.
That's good. Do you typically work out alone? Do you work out with people? Do you change it up?
Well, I get visitors, that want to work out with me, and then all of a sudden they just leave, they be gone.
Do you scare them away?
Nah, man, I don't scare them away. We have fun.
Yeah.
I take them and I do whatever I'm doing that day. We do it together. Or a lot of times, I got a few partners that I can work out with, sporadically, and I'll just follow their routine. Most of the time that's inside the gym. On the weightlifting routine, I'll just follow around with my guys. You know what I mean? I like doing that too because I get a lot of benefit.
Right.
And he thought it was all the workout. No, but more seriously,
It's true.
We all use our energy together. And pretty much when I'm outside, that's when I'm leading the workout. So if I'm in the gym and you see me working out with somebody 9 times out of 10, it's one of my friends, but been doing it for the last 15 years. I've been doing it for the last 3.5.
Have you noticed not only your physical health, but your emotional health also improved?
Mental
health. Do you feel mentally stronger since you're physically fit?
Absolutely.
But not only that, but do you think it's when I go to the gym a lot when I'm most stressed. I find that when I work out, that's a great way for me to just deal with that stress. So is that the same for you or no? Does working out help with like stress for you, anxiety or anything like that? Or?
It definitely does. But the problem is that a lot of people won't allow themselves to get that time to work out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I always say,
I can't make it to
I don't have time to work out.
I can't make it. My kids doing this, my kids doing that, or I just didn't have time. I had to work this many hours, but
So you have to eliminate the excuse, right?
You have to.
You have to find a way to make time.
If you want to get that stress level down, you know what I mean? You gotta go and put in work. Like how you put in that work at work.
Exactly.
You gotta put in work at home.
For yourself. Right.
I think, I was telling you that the other day. You saw a picture of me about 10 years ago, and you said, Renee, you were so skinny back then. What was one of the things you did?
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask Black Superman about this because I think what we were discussing is one of the things I told you I did back then is I planned my month and I planned my workouts into my planner every day, almost like an appointment. Mm-hmm. If someone would call me, I would say, I'm at an appointment right now. I'll call you when I leave. I actually put it in as an appointment. I didn't tell people I was at the gym because guess what? If someone knew I was at the gym, they would say, skip the gym and just come with me, come over here, do this, do that. But if they knew I was at an appointment, they leave me alone.
Like it seems like when people are on a fitness journey, don't it seem like people always try to distract you from that?
Yeah.
They try to put food in front of you when they know you want to diet. They put pizza in front of you.
Absolutely.
They try to tell you, oh, don't go to the gym. Let's watch a movie. And even with significant others, you'll find that if one partner is trying to lose weight, the other partner is going to try to cook their favorite food and tell them not to go to the gym. So you have to, I think it's a discipline to get at a point where you can go to the gym and diet and eat right without the influence of your partner and your friends, you know, and I think that's the hardest part is just that self-discipline, you know.
What did you do to get it in every day? Is there anything
Personal journey.
that you did to make sure you were going to get there to the gym? Because a lot of us.
Yeah, I built it in my basement.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Wow.
So that's a good idea.
I built it in my basement, and that's how I was, able to, that was one way that I eliminated any excuses.
Oh, because it's right there.
Right there.
You have no excuse.
I put all my money, all my resources into my basement.
Wow.
So then there's no excuse if people do have time or money to do something like that, and it's already at your house.
But I'm gonna tell you like this: if you're really serious about losing weight and gaining back your superior health where you should be, then it's a personal decision. You don't need a weight room. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need somebody to tell you to do it because you got YouTube to tell you how to do anything. All you have to do is dedicate about 15 or 20 minutes minimum a day to moving your body, exercising, and different, you can look up YouTube. On YouTube, whatever you want to do. I want to lose belly fat. They got a million exercises on YouTube that you can do. That's
to lose that body fat.
Yeah, that belly fat. If you want to gain muscle, they teach you what to do. A lot of times it don't involve going or leaving your home.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's so interesting that you're sharing that because I think that's going to inspire so many people because there are a lot of people that I know personally that can't afford a gym membership.
I did basically what you would call, what I'm saying. I did it at home. I put in music and I just started doing movements, almost like I was dancing. But wherever I wanted to lose that weight at, I did a different movement to it. Like I made a different move, a different jump.
To target that area.
Yeah, and then I never left the house. You don't really need money.
I think that's true. My mom lost 100 pounds just walking, even walking around Target.
Matter of fact, you're gonna use less money because you're gonna start buying less food and less junk food that costs you.
So you're gonna save money even in this journey. So
Heidi had a good question. She said, do you find you gain weight right away, again, if you stop your routine for a few days? I think I do. I see that with myself. Like, if I stop my routine of working out, going to the gym, eating right, if I, fall off the wagon for 2 or 3 days, that weight's going to come back quick. So I don't know about you guys, but for me, if I'm not...
I think that's all in your head.
Okay.
That's all in your head because your body burns calories, every day, non-stop, basically. Even when you sleep, you still burn it. You just burn it less.
Now that's when you lifting weights, though, right?
No, that's just when you breathe and live and move. Your heart beat. How you think that your heart gets that energy? You know what I mean? Your body loses. Look, I believe that if you find some type of routine, put it like this.
Okay.
Whatever I do 2 weeks from now, say whatever I eat right now, this week and next week, or whatever I do on the exercise side, lifting weights, plyometrics, synergistics, or whatever I do, you know what I mean? I'm gonna see the results or beginning results in about 2 weeks from that.
Okay.
So if you're getting off your routine for a couple of days, you ain't really changing. All you doing is not following your routine. You know, now if you keep doing that, then not following your routine becomes your new routine, and then your body's gonna take a different route. Cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? But as long as you stay moving, stay doing something, few days, I wouldn't say would really make a big difference. It's the days after those few days that's gonna make a difference.
Gotcha.
On whether you start your routine back or you just start a new routine of doing whatever.
Gotcha.
Something different, something other than working out.
Okay.
So don't let it get all in your head about this, today and tomorrow. Just stay focused on the big picture. You know what I mean? Stay focused on the big picture. Stay focused on where your goal is and how do you take steps to achieve that goal. And those steps might be big or those steps might be little. It's up to us to figure them out.
Right.
On your personal journey. And that's why I said at the beginning, I think a lot of people don't do it until they have to. Meaning, okay, now I got diabetes.
Right.
Now I want to go work out.
Right. Or now I need a knee
I want to stop
replacement.
eating, and now I want to stop eating, all this shit.
Right.
Or all these fried foods because I got a clogged artery.
Right. Or I just had a heart attack.
Right.
So now I better start losing weight. Why wait until you have a heart attack or a stroke or a knee replacement or a hip replacement to start your journey? Start it now. Before you even get there.
Start it now.
For real.
Black Superman, if it's okay with you, I'm going to discuss the 15 ways with you and Hamin. The 15 ways. I researched lots of different research articles and came up with the top 15, if you will, ways that America and research studies and doctors and nurses and everyone came up with to lose weight. And basically, Hamin and I are going to discuss that with you to see what your opinion is on every one of those things. Number one, one of the questions that everybody wants to know is, what is the best way to lose fat? Okay? We all want to know, how do we get this fat off? How do we get it off? And how do we keep it off? And how do we keep it off forever? Because we don't want it back.
Okay, we're talking about losing fat.
Losing fat and keeping it off forever.
I don't think we lose fat.
Really?
No,
we
burn it.
Right.
Okay, so
we burn it.
Burn it, that's
we
true.
lose weight.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
You know?
That's
So
exactly true.
that's the first thing.
That's the
you
first
gotta
thing.
Figure out.
So some of the things that it said was, out of all the research, is that basically the more aerobically trained clients, the more aerobically trained you are, the more you're going to lose and you're going to keep it off, okay? So whatever that may be for you to get aerobically trained with endurance training, muscle training, and most of the studies show that the best way to lose fat or burn it, like you said, and keep it off is a combination actually of both strength training and endurance and cardio.
Yeah.
So you can't really burn fat, keep it off from most of the research unless you're incorporating both cardiovascular exercise as well as weightlifting. So what are your thoughts on it? Do you think someone could, let's say someone has a limitation, they can't lift. Do you think they could burn it and keep it off with just cardiovascular exercise alone?
Absolutely.
Okay. So that's kind of what I want to know with like the number one, because we're going to go through 15 things. So what's your opinion on that? Do you need both?
No, you don't need both. Because burning, losing weight, burning fat, and lifting weights are, that's like three separate areas. You know what I mean? I see that you said that you need both of them. Well, if you're losing weight, what method are you using to lose the weight?
Right.
You know what I mean? So are you exercising, or are you not eating calories, or
right.
are you eating, dietary supplements? I mean, or are you doing like, what was that everybody was doing that?
Keto?
The keto?
You know, the keto or the herbal life?
Right.
You know, are you doing things
Right,
like
right.
that? I mean, what are you doing? You know, to lose this
To
weight?
lose it, right.
Yeah, so.
And is it healthy, right? Are we
Yeah.
doing things healthy?
I mean, yeah, I mean, but I guess healthy is the goal.
Right.
But a lot of people, from what I can see, is a lot of people, they'll be willing to do whatever to get to the goal.
To the goal, correct.
You know, so by that I mean like doing these, you know, like herbal life, where you know you gotta drink whatever it is that they're
That's protein, right? I mean, Herbalife, ain't that protein powder?
I'm not sure what they have in it, but I just know that when it first started and I seen people using it, you know, they started shaking, you know, they wouldn't be eating right, and they'll be losing their weight, but, you know, is it a healthy,
Natural, like a natural way, you
yeah.
And is it gonna keep it off, right?
It's a healthy route.
And is it healthy?
So what I do is I just, you know, work out, exercise. By exercising, I mean I might do a combination of different style of exercise, like aerobics, because I want to lose weight. You know, what was that one guy back in the day? Exercise.
You talking about Richard Simmons?
Yeah.
But how did
With
they
the
lose
throw.
weight? Okay. But how did they lose weight?
Richard Simmons
They
lost
did
a lot of
aerobics.
weight doing aerobics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's.
He was fit.
Sometimes you have to go back to the beginning, you know, and look at how it was done originally. You know,
That's a very good point.
before all the technology and chemicals was introduced to the weight loss,
Culture.
multi-billion dollar
Yeah.
culture.
I mean, weight losses, yeah. I mean, like
The
Black Superman said, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. I did look at several different studies, and like we talked about, the combination of endurance, strength, and strength training over time, along with aerobic exercise, in a study by Balor and Lamura, it did show that those things combined together will decrease weight and obesity and keep it off for a longer period of time. I have a question for Black Superman. A lot of women ask, if I lift weights, will I get bigger muscles and will I look like a man? What is your thought on that? I think a lot of women out there want to know this.
Well, lifting weights will help you grow, you know, bigger muscles. So if that's your goal to get bigger muscles, then lift weights. You know,
will they look? Well, do you think they'll look manly?
I think that's all in the eye of the beholder.
Correct.
You know,
correct.
Manly, what does
that?
manly look like?
Right, right. True. Right. And so when I saw, the research related to that, there were 3 factors that would affect that. One is, what is the genetics of the female? Does that female have a higher testosterone level or not,
Yeah, because some women do look stronger than men.
Correct. And they could be.
Stronger than
and they could be stronger than a man.
And they are. They are stronger than men.
And
women stronger than men.
I know they can seem to take more pain than men can in some circumstances.
Right. And so genetics, gender, and whatever your training intensity were the 3 factors that will decide if a woman is going to get bigger or not. Now, number 3 was something I wanted to ask you. What are some of the things someone can do to get a flat stomach? So we all want to know, us women out there especially, how do we get a flat stomach?
Number 1 is,
Number 1?
What you think number 1?
The number 1 way to get a flat stomach? Stop eating?
All right.
Is that it?
Back up from the table a little bit.
Okay.
Change your eating habits first.
Okay.
If you want a flat stomach, then, go on YouTube once again or go on Google and be like, well, what should I do to get a flat stomach? And then she'll tell you, well, stop eating all that bull shit You know, stop going to the store and buying the worst stuff that you can. You know, start switching it up a little bit. Less calories, you know.
What about protein? Is protein big for stomach or what?
Protein is big and necessary for, you know, maintaining muscle.
Okay.
Building, you know, muscle and maintaining. And because what protein is doing is this, when you're lifting weights, you're ripping that muscle. You know what I'm saying? And the protein is pretty much gluing it back together.
That's what it's doing, right?
Yeah. But back to what you were saying as far as what was that?
Did you? I mean, because you posted a picture, like I think we talked about, and you know, you were heavier, and you know, you had an abdominal weight, and you know, just to go from that to like
fat as hell.
You know, like
I was fat.
You know,
no muscle.
Fit, you know, so fit. And one thing I thought was interesting is that the best way to actually lose stomach fat is cardio.
Yeah.
Is actually cardiovascular exercise.
Well, I tell people all the time, if you want to, like I said, when you want to treat a muscle, you use it. So a lot of ways to use your muscle, stomach muscles, you know, lifting your knees up, doing, you know, knee
so lift your knees up,
or land on your back and doing bicycles. You know, anything that will
so
work
those are,
that area.
The old school ways, just laying down
You
and
know?
just doing old school bicycles, or doing old school leg lifts and scissors and all that old school stuff.
Squats with no weight.
Yeah.
You know, everything that I'm gonna tell you today on here, you can do this at home. By yourself with no money, no weight, you know, very minimal, very minimal. Go get a ball from Walmart.
Right, very minimal things to just get it off.
Richard Green said, is it true that sit-up and push-ups and eating healthy can pretty much help you lose weight? What do you think about sit-ups and push-ups, eating healthy?
Absolutely, I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Right.
Richard? No, that's my buddy.
Yeah, Richard's cool. So cool.
My workout partner.
One of your workout partners? Yeah. Good deal. So do you do cardio first and then weight training, or do you switch that up?
Well, when I used to like study a lot about it, and I wanted to at the time I wanted to be more of a weightlifter. So the instructions that I got, you know, through my, you know, research or whatever, was to whichever one you want to do, you want first. You know, whichever one you want the most from, then you do it first.
Do that first.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So because say like if I'm training for a competition or if I'm training because I'm trying to reach a certain goal, a weight and weightlifting. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Now if I go ahead and do cardio before that, you know, like right before, then I'm gonna be weaker in my training.
Oh, that's a very good point. I never really thought of it like that.
I'll be weaker in my training. But say like because not all the time, you know, we focus on the same areas. So say like if I'm trying to lose weight, I might want to do my weightlifting first. I might want to do my cardio first.
Because our focus is to lose weight.
Because I got a target weight that I'm trying to get down. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So then I'm gonna do my cardio, and I'm not going to too much worry about losing a little strength on my weight training that day. Because what's more important to losing this little belly fat or this back fat that's irritating. You know what I mean?
Right. Get that off first.
Right.
I know I typically do cardio and then weight. What do you typically do, Hamin?
Yeah, I do cardio and then weights, I do the treadmill, I like the Stairmaster.
And that's good. And that's good because you guys aren't trying to win the next weight lifting competition.
Right.
You know what I
Not
mean?
yet anyway.
Right.
Maybe we
No
will.
time soon.
Now
Yeah.
after you were here, we might want to.
Right.
Even me, I might switch it up. I might not be trying to win the next competition. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna start focusing on some cardio, and I'm gonna do my cardio,
Right.
and I'm not gonna worry about the weight training as much as I would if I was training for
For a weightlifting competition or something like that.
that.
Now, another thing is, I personally, as a healthcare provider and nurse practitioner, there are certain vitamins that I do promote to my patients.
Mm-hmm.
One being a daily multiple vitamin, a daily zinc, especially during cold and flu season, and a stress B complex, as well as vitamin D and vitamin C. Do you take any vitamins or supplements every day?
Absolutely. I take my multivitamin every morning, and I take a fish oil every morning, which is good for your heart,
Vascular health,
your
yeah.
cardiac, all your arteries.
Correct. Yeah. Fish oil definitely
flow your
reduces.
blood
Yeah.
in the heart. So I take multivitamin, fish oil, and I use weightlifting, protein, and isolate.
Okay. Have you ever taken any pre-workouts or anything like that? Do you believe in them, or what is your thought on the pre-workout stuff?
Pre-workout is fine. Pre-workout is fine with me. I don't use it personally, but because it gets me too hyper. I'm already hyper.
Right.
When I go in there, I'm off the chain. For a 40 I'm off the chain. You know what I'm saying? I'm amped up off life. I'm just amped up. So when I take that, I just go overboard. You hear me grunting and screaming. So I don't use that. But what I do use is it's like because when you lifting these weights, I'm not a big guy naturally anyway. So you need some creatine in there too. And pre-workout has creatine in it. So the guys that use that, they get their creatine like that. And that's the other one that I use too. I use the creatine 5 milligrams.
5 milligrams of the
Yeah,
creatine.
it's like it helps your muscle. It helps the water flow through your muscles.
Right.
Like,
Well, so now I'd be interested in if the one you take has FFA mobilizations of the free fatty acids, because there were some studies that showed that the supplements that increase the FFA, which is the free fatty acids, don't actually directly enhance, or they don't really have any value to people that are not training really, really hard. Although you're lifting a lot, so you would need that a little bit. Because basically for a supplement to directly enhance the FFA oxidation, the insulin response to the carbohydrates in those supplements would need to be eliminated, since the insulin inhibits the fat oxidation. So they were basically saying that that's unlikely to happen, really.
Yeah, well.
Unless you're really lifting hard, you're training.
Well, what kind of supplement is that? Because there's thousands of supplements.
Right.
Like I really don't like supplements. I really don't use it unless it's that protein or that creatine.
What brand of protein? What brand of protein do you like to use?
That's a great question.
I like to use the gold standard, or I like to use ISO 100.
So do you use anything with that soy? I heard the soy whey.
I don't really use
soy type of product.
Soy products, but I think some soy may be included in some of it, but I try to stay away from it. Mm-hmm. I use, like I said, ISO 100 or
ISO 100.
Yeah, it's just a protein isolate. Just an easier way for the protein to digest or into your system and drink.
What protein were you using, Hamin?
I used what was called a lean shake by GNC. So I've seen some good results with that. That actually had caffeine in it. You ever use protein with caffeine in it? Or is that too much for? I know some people can't deal.
That's too much for me.
Okay.
That's too much for me because, like I said, those pre-workouts, a lot of time I think I'm gonna have some caffeine in it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those would
You already wired naturally, right?
Wired, man.
You're already wired. You got that natural wire going
They got
on.
these things called veins, you know what I mean? And they got creatine in them, and they also got caffeine in them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a pre-workout. I drink those once in a while. Man, I'm crazy.
Yeah, because see, well, for me, I'm a coffee drinker. So protein with caffeine in it, I use that to replace my coffee.
Good, man.
So instead of a coffee, I feel like I should have a caffeinated protein drink in the morning. That way it's kind of at least more of a healthier drink than coffee.
Well, why are you drinking?
Do you think
What,
we
is
should
it coffee?
No, that's correct. Do you think we should be eliminating caffeine?
Body, right? Why are you drinking?
Do you think we should be eliminating caffeine?
I know why you're drinking that wine. I know why you're drinking that wine.
Yeah,
I want to know why you're drinking
the wine. Is just
Here, use another wine. Should I give you another one?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
I think I'm good.
So, should we eliminate? I mean, I drink a lot of coffee. I mean,
Yeah.
we're really busy. I mean, but we could probably be getting
it as a energy.
We're using it as energy. We drink a lot of coffee all day long.
Okay.
Do you think we should eliminate that to help us lose weight?
They use caffeine to lose weight.
That was actually,
it speeds up the metabolism, right?
I was just wondering why you drink it. You know? And then say like a protein drink, how you say carbonated?
Yeah.
Protein drink?
Yeah, caffeinated protein, yeah.
Okay. Why on earth would you want that?
Well, I drink it because instead of drinking coffee, I feel like I'd rather have protein that's caffeinated because I'm getting my protein in the morning instead of just a cup of coffee. So if I'm going to drink something first thing in the morning and I feel like I want to be on a healthier kick, I want to get my protein that's caffeinated. That way I can eliminate the cup of coffee. Does that make sense to me?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I guess I'm like me. Whatever I put in my body, you know.
So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm trying to figure out why am I putting it in my body. You know.
Why
am I drinking this? Why am I eating this? You know what I mean? What is the benefits?
Right.
Like this water I'm drinking. I know I'm gonna be hydrated. I'm gonna feel good.
Right.
My skin gonna look good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So one of your focuses is not putting something in your body that doesn't have any benefit at all. It's just empty calories.
Or I don't know the benefit.
Or if you don't know the benefit.
Or what's the opposite for benefits? You know, or I don't know what it could be doing wrong to.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Now, also one of the things it said, one of the simple ways to lose weight fast was to cut back on sugars and starches and carbs. Okay, that makes obvious sense, right? But one of the things that I saw that really was interesting to me is, now I drink a lot of my calories, okay? So I think,
Now we talking alcoholic beverages?
No, we're talking about like the lattes I get, the coffees I get.
Yeah, lattes got a lot, or mochas, frappes and all that.
Right, so I think one of the things that shocked me was one of the worst things we can put in our body actually is a lot of our fruit juices that we're drinking ourselves and we're giving to our kids.
Yeah.
And even though it says 100% fruit juice, I mean, these juices have so many carbs and so many sugars.
What? Out of this world. That's what I don't drink. That's one of the first things I learned in my journey is to stay away from sugary beverages.
Right.
And that's kind of like why I asked him why was he drinking, what he was drinking, to kind of turn it up, to turn your consciousness to what you drink.
Right.
You know what I mean? If coffee, if you have a good benefit from coffee, then by all means, necessarily drink it. And if it's good for you, if you're finding the benefits from it.
Right.
Drinking. But I'm not gonna drink like sodas or juices, or because I know that they're loaded with sugar, and sugar turns into glucose turns into fat, and and then that's how you end up with the rolls.
Yeah.
With that
Which I'm trying to get rid of, by the way.
You know what I mean?
So we're taking a lot of info for ourselves, but and I know one of the years ago when I first started as a nurse practitioner, I was working with cancer patients, and one of the first things they said when you walked into the cancer center was, "You are done with sugar. Sugar can proliferate cancer cells and cause so many terrible things to your body. You have to stop sugar immediately." And I thought that was interesting because not only can sugar proliferate cancer to keep growing, imagine what else sugar is doing in our body.
Well, we don't want to knock it because you need it.
You need some natural sugar.
We're talking about overdoing it and
so moderation. Is
right.
That what we're saying?
Everything is
in moderation.
Is okay in moderation.
Right.
All right. Depending on what it is. But sugar, we talk about sugar, right? Okay, sugar can be, it could be a killer, but also you need it to live as well.
Right.
So your body produces, sugar.
Insulin, sugar.
For your insulin, whatever. And you need to just regulate it and understand the differences in the sugars, because like you started to say, it's natural sugar.
Mm-hmm. In our fruits.
Right. Okay. But then, you don't want to eat a lot of fruit because it's natural sugar. It's still sugar, and if you eat a lot, excess amount of it, then your sugar level's going up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you want to just be careful with that. And then you got the processed sugar. Mm-hmm. My favorite, candy. Mm-hmm. I love it. I love it.
I have a sweet
what candy? What chocolate candy? What kind of candy?
Man,
candy bar.
What's your favorite? Do you eat candy?
Man, I eat candy bars.
Does Black Superman eat candy, everybody?
I eat candy bars. I eat lemonade.
What about Hostess cakes?
My goodness.
Little Debbie cakes.
I try to stay away from all of them. I try to.
Honey Buns.
Cheetos, do you eat chips?
Nah.
The hot ones?
I eat chips, but I don't eat Cheetos. I like them, but I just don't eat them.
Okay, so you're not really into the junk, it sounds like.
What?
It sounds like you.
In the middle of the night, I'm hitting the cabinets.
Right. Now, what is your...
So, you've got a junk food cabinet, obviously.
Do you have a cheat day?
That's a great question. I was just going to ask that,
Yeah.
Do you have a cheat day?
I don't do cheat days because it's a lifestyle. You know what I mean? It's a lifestyle. So, I'm already cheating when I'm eating candy in the middle of the night.
You don't have a cheat day. You just eat candy when you feel like it.
Right. But I just feel like it's important to stay on whatever kind of schedule, whatever kind of routine you got, and understand what sugar is and how to eat it and how to use it and how to implement it into your diet and how to take it out of your diet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Once you figure that out, you're good. Because a lot of people don't know the difference between natural sugar and processed.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And medically.
And then they got these things that replace.
Right. The Splenda, the stevia,
and those
and
even harder on the body because your body cannot break that shit down.
They can't break that shit down.
So that turns into what they say, the C word.
Yeah. Can turn to cancers and things like that. And I mean, medically speaking, removing or decreasing sugars reduces your appetite, which then lowers your insulin level, which then helps you lose weight because you're not hungry. So the less sugar we eat is actually decreasing our appetite. Because sugar makes us hungry. Sugar makes us hungry. Did you ever go have a sundae and have lots of hot fudge on it, and then in like 15 minutes you're starving?
Right.
It makes you so hungry.
Right.
With working with diabetics, I learned all about nurses, assistant, or whatever. many years.
Right.
Really?
Doing all of that type of work.
Right.
And all these group homes and different clients, patients, diabetic clients that I have to take care of.
Right.
So I can learn, all about it.
Right.
And that's basically goes back to saying, like people get up on it before you have to get on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Before you, if you don't know what a diabetic is right now, then that's good. Or if you don't have any diabetic problems right now, that's good. So, and just remember, if you keep eating like that, if you keep eating, if you're overweight, or if you're unhealthy because you're not getting your nutrition, the proper nutrition, or if you whatever you're doing, if it's not right and you're not sick, you might want to switch it up before you have to come see.
So change your life.
Yeah. Just like you're not gonna, just like the people that pray once things go bad.
Right.
Right. You should have been praying when things were good. Right? So we need to work out when we're still good.
And that's what I did. With myself. I decided, I made a conscious decision to, you know what I'm saying, not be sent to the doctor, not have to go to the doctor and him tell me, well, because of your bad eating habits or because of your exercising, you have this condition or you have this problem or you're diabetic now. Because, a lot of that diabetic stuff comes from us.
Correct.
And what we eat.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
So we can stop it
Get up
before
on
these
it.
things happen.
Get up on it. I see it all the time because I work in the field and I'm black and all my, a lot of my older, black people have diabetes
and hypertension.
And it just sucks to have to see people go through shit that they didn't have to go through because they lack knowledge or because they didn't pay attention or because they didn't know.
Yeah. Now, a lot of the research also says that we should actually be lifting weights 3 times per week to boost our overall metabolism. How many days a week do you personally lift weights?
Me, I try to lift weights every day. I try to take a couple days off, in between a 7-day period. But I try to lift them every day. But it's hard to make that commitment.
So most days you're lifting weights?
Yeah, most days I'm lifting weights. Even when you see me doing the other exercises, I've already did some weight training.
And do you eat a high protein breakfast at all? Or tell me a little bit about what you've eaten in the last couple of days.
What I eat? I eat in the morning. I eat like boiled eggs and oatmeal.
So high protein.
Yeah, and peanut butter in my oatmeal. Then I take a protein. Probably drink a protein shake, something similar to what you would do before or after you work out. And that's how I start my day.
I mean, what was one of the things when you were working out a lot that you would do for fuel? What would you eat? What were some of the things you were eating? Because I know at one point you had lost a lot of weight yourself, and you were on a fitness journey.
First, when I lost my most weight, I was fasting. So I felt like intermittent fasting is amazing. I mean, the way it works is from the time you wake up, you don't eat until around the afternoon, about 3 p.m. is when you eat your first, and it's got to be something light, like I would do like a beef stick, string cheese, yogurt. So when you don't wake up, if you actually go work out before you even eat, that's called fasted cardio, you can burn a lot of calories and a lot of fat with fasted cardio. So I was just doing a lot of fasting and fasted workouts and things like that.
A lot of people can't go to the gym though without eating something
I
first.
mean, is it fasting if you're doing it like, I mean, are you fasting or are you just delaying your meals and working out first? You know what I mean?
Well, intermittent fasting is when you don't like fast the whole day.
Right,
You just fast a part of the day.
right.
And they say that's actually good because they say you should eat to keep burning
Right.
your metabolism working.
Mhm.
Because they say if your metabolism feels like it's not working, then it starts storing fat because it feels like you're starving.
Right.
So you don't want your body to do the opposite.
Right.
So intermittent or fasting is actually good because you don't eat till later, so you let your body eat up that stored fat, and then you're still eating within that day, so to keep that metabolism working and burning. So the
What
research.
would you do? Like there's a couple different with the intermittent fasting. Basically, they said it's been pretty successful for a lot of people because basically you're limiting your amount of time that you're eating to a short period of time. So there's the 16-hour fast and the 20-hour fast.
Yeah.
So there's the 16-hour fast, 8-hour feed, or the 20-hour fast and the 4-hour feed. So, I remember working with an old school military doctor once who didn't eat all day at work. All he drank was coffee, and then he'd have a huge meal every night, and that was it. And he was very fit and very thin. So, I know different things work for different people, but it does kind of make sense because your body isn't always working then, always in motion to process
Right.
that food and those calories. But I know with me, my blood sugar would go low. I think I would feel shaky.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah, it's hard.
People can't really do that.
Right.
That's like
You gotta know your body. It's what your body can handle.
It's like every day. Fasting might take place at a different time, like you said. I always go back to this. It's about what your goal is and what you're trying to achieve.
Right.
So if you really want to lose weight and that's what your goal is, then fasting like that might be an excellent choice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you can get that delayed meal, after you work out, a lot of people can't move and don't have a lot of power or strength, you know what I'm saying, or endurance if they don't eat.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and if you can do that, that's great.
That's what I was telling him when he does it. That's great.
Repeat that throughout the day.
Right.
And then that's how you do it. That's how you set each day the same way.
Right. No, I mean, I know we had done it, him and I had done it for a while, and I did really good on it for a while. But then there were some days, and I don't know if it's because I'm a female and my estrogen and progesterone levels, were fluctuating throughout the month or something. But there were some days where I just couldn't do it. I felt shaky.
Yeah.
I had to eat.
Yeah.
Well,
because you need the energy.
Right. And so, I think for women, I think it's safe sometimes. But I think if it's certain areas of the month, I think they should not be fasting, during their menses and things like that. But but if like Hamin's body can handle that,
right.
and that's the way he lost weight, then that's great.
Well, you wouldn't do that forever, You
No.
just do it for a small amount of time to achieve whatever you're trying to achieve. But it's other avenues to get there. It's not. I don't believe it's necessary. I don't believe it's mandatory.
Right.
Right.
Dennis Kyle says something interesting. He said we need to follow the dietary law of UA. Stop eating these European ways of eating. Intermittent fasting rules. I'm about to try this, but quit European style lifestyle. So I guess they're trying to say that
he's asking a lot.
Yeah. They try.
Hi, Dennis. By the way.
You know Dennis?
Yes. Hi.
Oh, okay. I guess he's saying the European lifestyle, the way that is not healthy, and he's gonna try to get away from that.
There was a lot of stuff actually that we didn't get into tonight. We ran out of time. I do want to actually talk. Thank you, Barb. Right. I do want to, in the future, talk about weight loss medications. Obviously, because I'm a nurse practitioner in the healthcare profession, I do want to talk in the future about Belviq and Contrave and Vyvanse. So I think We may have some additional shows about fitness and weight loss where we add those in. We definitely want to thank Black Superman for being with us today. Yeah. And thank you, Hamin, for doing a great job on all the new camera equipment. We're hoping to come bigger and better.
It's a work in progress, you guys.
A work
Be
in
patient
progress.
with us. We're trying to master this technique here.
We're trying to do it, and he's been spending hours and hours every day trying to get our shows better for the community. We definitely, like I said, we want to, again, thank Black Superman. He is a motivational speaker and will be up and coming with his own YouTube channel about fitness. When we edit this video and put it up on YouTube, we are going to, with his permission, add some clips of a lot of his different workouts. And we're very blessed that he was able to show up here for us today for his first interview about fitness and his own fitness journey. Thank you so much, Black Superman, for being here. We appreciate you so much. And thank you so much. And thank you also to your family and for allowing you to take an extra hour out of your busy day to come and do this. Thank you so much.
Okay, and you guys, remember, if you can't keep it real,
you can always come raw.
Raw topics. Peace.
Perfect.